Don't worry, Janet's coming. Just wanted to remind you that there is 2 days left to vote for Best of the Delta. If you would, just visit the link right at the top of our Facebook page. Vote for Physical Therapy and Balance Center for Best Physical Therapy Clinic in the Delta. Without further ado, Teach Me Tuesday with Miss Janet.
Yes, thank you, Spencer. I've already voted and I'll take it from here. Today's Teach Me Tuesday, we're going to talk about walking. Now, you know, if you've been watching Teach Me Tuesday, that we are big advocates about moving regularly, and especially walking. Walking is a great exercise if you do it right. There's a good way to walk and there's a bad way to walk. There's a way that will build your health, and there's a way that will increase your pain. So let's talk about how to walk well. One thing that I like to think about is that when you walk, your feet are underneath you. So let's go down to the feet, and first of all, the feet should be straight. When you walk, if your feet are turned out, then you probably need to go back and do the hip exercises and the pelvis exercises that we've already talked about and get that fixed, okay? I don't want you to force your feet to be in. I want you to fix your hips so that your feet will be in. The next thing about the feet is that they will be underneath you and not ahead of you. You ever seen anybody walk who's like walking kind of like this? We don't want to step ahead. We want to step underneath us. And so I'm never really ahead of my body. So to do that, I'm going to give a push from the back leg. Now, one way to tell if you're pushing or not is to put your hand on your one of your gluteal muscles right here. And practice. Put your feet in what I call stride, which means one foot in front of the other, and push and see if you can actually feel this muscle contracting. And bonus, this is going to give you a toned gluteal set of muscles. So that will be nice too. Every time you take a step, it's a little bit of a workout for you. All right, moving on up the rest of the body. Of course, walking is a whole body activity. It's not just your feet and legs that are involved in it. So let's talk about some of the rest of the body. One of the big mistakes that we see people make is where the shoulders are. I don't know if you remember when we talked about how to stand, but we said your behind is called the behind for a reason. It should be behind your shoulders. Your shoulders should not be the ones that are behind. Same thing in walking. And by the way, this tends to go hand in hand with overreaching. Taking too long a step and taking it too far ahead, the shoulders tend to be behind the buttocks. So instead of letting the shoulders be back here or here, get the shoulder lined up over the hip. The next thing I want to talk about is what your arms are doing. When you walk, if you notice that the palm of your hand is facing behind you, then that means you have some tight shoulders and you need to go back and do the shoulder exercises. If you notice that when you walk that your arms are swinging like this, that's great, and you're halfway there. The other half is people tend to, again, have the arms in front of the body like this when they walk, and they don't really swing the arm back behind them as well. So try to get your arms swinging behind and try to push off, get your body lined up, and you're on your way there. Enjoy your walking. Bye.
It's going good. I cannot wait till this day is over with.
Doesn't make any sense.
What?
You're like, it's going good. I can't wait for it to be over with. It's a great time, but I hate it.